Check it out, you guys. We got our business cards. Isn't that cool? So we'll be able to hand these out at the farmer's market, eh? And I got my phone number covered up here, so you don't need to know that. If you want to get a hold of me, personal message me here on YouTube, right? So anyhow, I thought I would give you guys a video because I think I promised a couple of videos ago that I would do a video talking about some of these coverings that I'm using, not only here in the greenhouse, but out in the garden. And what this solid black plastic, what they call it, is an occultation cover, which is, I guess that's a $3 word, which means hidden from view, or mostly it's a phrase for astronomy, for an eclipse, but I don't know. What I'm using it for, and this piece has been on here for, gosh, almost a month, is to snuff out weeds. And I'm going to pull it up today and get some landscape fabric down, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then I got to get some tomatoes planted in here because they're looking real puny and they need to get in the actual ground. So let me pull this plastic off and see what we have underneath. Now you guys can see that I watered it before I put the plastic down. Got it nice and moist so all the weeds would germinate. That is Jack Black the rooster you hear. And let me take the camera off the tripod for a minute and show you what we got. So anyhow, well, we got a couple of little bitty weeds here, kind of scraggly, barely hanging in there. Most of this grass is dead now, and the plastic did its job. I'm gonna wind up chunking some of these bigger ones out of here real quick. Maybe take me 5 minutes, and then you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but there are some little teeny scraggly weeds in there, and I'm going to take care of those in a different way. So hold on a minute, I'll pull these bigger pieces of grass and then show you the next step. So you guys, I got that grass picked out of here, and it just took me a couple minutes. It was scraggly and almost dead to begin with, and you saw the little bitty teeny weed that was there. And I went ahead and weeded this before I put that plastic down. Now, that's not the regular plastic that you buy at a big box store. It's what I bought was a product called silage cover. And I saved the packing slip thing from the bag. And it looks like that. And it was a 14 by 14 foot piece. Then I cut into 42-inch strips, and it's real heavy plastic. And I know we're going to have some discussion probably in the comments about sustainability and using plastic and how unsustainable that is. But the truth is, this stuff is UV treated, and since they're going to last me years and years, and after I'm done using them for gardening, I don't know, maybe I can use them to cover the barbecue in the wintertime or whatever. And when I'm completely done with them, I can recycle them. So, yeah, it's not totally sustainable like using wood chips or something, but It's not as bad as you might think. So I showed you guys that we have some tiny little weeds in here, and I pulled a few pieces of grass. And so the next step in this whole process, I'm going to burn off the weeds that are left in here, and they're almost dead to begin with. And they actually make a flame weeder made for 30-inch beds, and they're pretty cool. They got a shroud around them so the wind doesn't affect them, and they got multiple heads, and you walk down in one pass and you're done. But they're over $400, so I don't have one. I got a $20 weeder wand that I bought at Harbor Freight, but it works. It just takes a little time, and I have to use it when there's no wind. So it puts out quite a bit of heat, and I'll just burn off all these weeds that are growing in here real quick, and you'll get to watch it in high speed. Okay, so yeah, this takes a few minutes, and this whole process, people in the know call creating a stale seedbed, and this was all raw ground. It was pasture last fall when we started working on the greenhouse. So there's about a bazillion weed seeds in this soil, and the idea is to get rid of all of them, or as many as I possibly can, and kill all that off so I don't have any weeds. And I hate weeding. So that's the whole process. And now this bed is ready for the landscape fabric. And I'll do a separate video on the landscape fabric, because I know this thing's going to already run too long, because I've got one more chore to do on this video. And so that's how all that works. This is all prepared. It's loose soil. I put some goat manure on it early this spring. I think it was in February, and it's ready to go. And I'll get the landscape fabric out, and I'll give you guys another video in a couple days when I get it audited of how I'm doing that. And gosh, hopefully I won't have any weed problems, and everything will flourish. So there you go with that. Now, a little housekeeping effort. I had two people. I did a video a couple days ago on my little irrigation system here in the greenhouse, and two people, Chow9 and Sheila6325, asked a specific question about it, and I'll give you guys a shout out. And so I'm going to try to set up outside, and hopefully it won't be too glary, and I'll show you the connection that you were asking about. Okay, so you guys were asking about this connection right here. And thanks for making comments on my videos. That always helps and gets more people watching. But this is just a hose repair end. You could I bought this at Menards. I bet Lowe's has the same ones. I probably wouldn't, I don't know if you can get these, let me screw this off of here, plastic ones like this at Walmart, and I don't know if they'll work on this black poly pipe without leaking, but this has little barbs inside. You just pound it into the hose. It's half-inch poly pipe that I used up here, and I think this was a 5/8 fitting because that was all they had, but I kind of warmed up the poly pipe and squeezed it in there, and it's just a female hose connection in with a hose clamp screwed on here. And then I've got one of these little, you can get these at Walmart. It's just a shutoff valve, right? Like so. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. So I screwed it on here so that if I'm out here and the water's on, I can shut it off if I need to. And then I just put a regular garden hose on here, and this is another repair end because the one that was on here the threads got messed up, and it just screws on here, and so it's just pretty simple stuff. So there's the whole deal, and I hope you enjoyed it. I love it when people make comments, and whether they're showing me I'm doing something wrong or whether they want to know about what I'm doing. And when you hit the like button and comment and subscribe and all that stuff, it gets my videos up in the YouTube algorithms a little more. I know I kind of hesitate when I talk and stuff, and yeah, we're going to try and do as many videos as we can and get the information out there. But thanks for watching, and the subscribe button's coming up on you can see that'd be the left of your screen, and another video of mine will come up on the right, and so click those buttons, and we'll see you next time, and we'll get through this.